Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. So, as you remember in my last video, if you watched it, you kind of know that probably this year is not going to be the same, yeah? And now I went and I confirmed it for you, and now I have the information here to share with you that, yeah, this poll this year is not how it is every year. So last year and the year before, for this specific anniversary, they kicked off an entire poll, all right? The first one was you could vote for the regular roster. The second one was you could vote for regular roster and festival roster. And then third one, which is now, or rather fourth one, which is this one, they said F you, just do the festival roster and that's it, all right? Which again, people were like, no, that's great actually, which depends on how you view it. I personally said voting would be so much better, but I'll talk about that here today and break it down. But yeah, that's what happened. The only other time we had this type of voting was with Festival King, where we voted for the festival roster. Let me confirm that for you, verify and show it to you. Let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's check it out. So I opened up the patch notes for you. This is the patch notes that we had back then, and this is the patch notes that we have today, all right? So this is Camilla's patch notes. You can clearly see that's Camilla. Boom. Okay. Now, scroll down, check out everything over here. Vote for 3 festival heroes, no duplicate votes allowed. Correct? Basic. Very simple. Click this. This is the old one. This is when Trader Melly kicked off, because we could vote for the regular roster and the festival roster. Vote for 1 festival hero and 3 normal heroes. No duplicate votes are allowed. Very basic, correct? It says clearly 1 festival hero, 3 normal heroes, because that's the regular roster you're voting for. Here, only 3 festival heroes, no duplicate votes are allowed. And then people were like, oh no, 5 of the most popular heroes will get added. No, 5 of the most popular Fez units you're voting for, right? This will specify what you can vote for. It specifies here clearly 1 festival hero, 3 normal heroes. This will only specify 3 festival heroes. So that is there. Again, this is the Trader Melly patch notes. If you want to go and fact check me, you're more than welcome to. But that's how it went. Again, popular heroes will be added to the festival draw lineup. Votes are there. Yeah. So that's how they did it. Big L this time. I really can't believe they did it that way. I really can't. I get that they gave us the one in December, but it's like they just don't want to give you 6-6 Tarmiel or vote for Tarmiel. And the other 2, what, Chandler, Cusack, Freya, they just don't want you to have those characters just yet or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, they did it. It does suck. This year's festival only. So I went, and I also wanted to show this to you, because people were like, no, go, listen, if Netmarble handles it, guess what? It'll be better than how the community votes, which you can argue a thing there, right? I'll show you this first, right? This is why they're basing that point off of, because of this banner, it became turd. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trash units. You do. You have to also realize this year, people are going to vote for different characters. There's a lot of new characters that have dropped. Tarmiel will be in the vote. Freya will be in the vote. Freya will be in the vote. Chandler and Cusack will be in the vote. Ludosia will be in the vote. Potentially Roxy would have been in the vote. That new mono, that other catastrophe we had. So that's like 9 characters I just listed that will be voted for, in addition to what we had here, right? Which is huge. That's a lot of characters in that lineup. I may have missed 1 or 2. So these characters would not have gotten votes in comparison to those ones. That is true. And again, there's more characters that would have been added. I forgot a few, definitely, but the banner wouldn't have sucked as much, okay? Now, this is what Netmarble makes. Want to see what Netmarble makes? This is what they made. So they made Festival Merlin's lineup, which wasn't that bad. You had good, right? Again, not really good. I mean, it's fine. Good, I guess. Yeah, good, I guess. Bad. Collection, right? She's not bad now just because of Nidhogg, but that's there. So, okay, but this is not the banner, obviously, because there's more units than this. Ready? This was what Esterosa was. This is what Esterosa was. This was one of the worst banners in history. What the fudge was this? People summoned because they were okay with this rate and this okay with like all of this because Esterosa was Esterosa. Bro, this was bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6, 7, 8. I want to give the benefit of the doubt to some of them. 9, 10. We'll let the other one slide. This was bad, bro. This was a bad banner. Now you go over here. I mean, not bad. They did squeeze in 2 Escanors to screw you. Again, she's not that good. He's not like the greatest. They squeezed in some characters. This too. So again, you know, Camilla, right? Even though Camilla's a great unit, they did squeeze in some crappy units, which they always do. This year we could have voted for some good roster. We could have, right? And again, I know people will say, oh, Global will mess it up. Global will add in Green Escanor and Melly. That's it. But you have 10 new characters this year that have released, or rather over the course of 1 year, that have dropped that are worth voting for, correct? Chandler, Cusack, Freya, Roxy, Mono. There's so many more, right? There are so many characters that have released Tarmiel, but yeah, so we could have definitely changed the vote a little bit. So you see clearly, it's not really too spicy. It's good. It's mostly good. They did squeeze in again 1, 2, 3, so 3 units. I will say 4. I'll let Death Spear slide. His passive is still pretty good. 5, 6, 7. Right? So 7 units out of 20. That means you almost a little bit like 60%. So 40% chance you had to get shafted, basically, right? Now, Mael, this was not a good banner either. This was very bad, bro. This was very bad. What is it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units that are turd, and I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to a few more. But Nanashi, I'll let slide because his passive is really good again, and his relic now goes hand in hand, becomes really good. His collection, I'll let that slide. Most of this banner was bad. You had a 50% chance of getting shafted, but you know that's there. So if Netmarble has it in their hands, we still have an equal chance of getting crapped on. So remember, it's most likely going to be a pretty good lineup. Like, they'll do something like this, right? There'll be Freya on the banner, most likely, to get you to summon. Some other spicy characters, but about 40 to 50% of the banner will be turd. It will be, right? Other than this one banner, which was like 10% turd, it's going to be bad. So just realize that now. It's a light or dark unit. You're going to summon regardless. If it is a light or dark unit, rather, right? You're going to summon regardless. That's there. You can vote for the festival roster. That is true, though, so I can't lie there. The festival roster will be very good. You'll have Ultimate Escanor. You'll have Purgatory Meliodas. You'll have Berserk Esterosa potentially, if people vote properly. You'll have Goddess Elizabeth, if you vote properly. Again, if Global doesn't want that, JP will vote for that, so you have to let that slide. Now, that's the 4th option, leaving you with Merlin or Deanne or Harlequin if that gets votes. Don't think it will. People have Harlequin and don't care for him, so it's Deanne or Merlin. So with the top half of the banner, it's going to be outstanding. It's going to be Ultimate Escanor, all those characters. It will be a great vote. And now imagine, the kicker is, they don't allow you to vote for light or dark units. Imagine they make like Blue Bond or Red Bond. They could also do that. So this vote can be even worse than I'm telling you. They clearly just removed the bottom half vote for. So they could easily just say the top half is only, like the festival roster, is only going to be through red, blue, and green units, right? Depends on what Bond is. If Bond is not a light or dark unit, I personally don't see them putting light or dark units on the banner. If he is a light or dark unit, or again, if not Bond, if whoever it is, I'm just saying Bond as a thing. Again, I did this with AOT also. I say AOT because it's a thing. I can't say Fate because that's obviously potentially not happening, but AOT is likely, so who knows, right? So again, if it is Bond, as we speculate, who knows? If it's Celdris, whatever, light or dark, whatever happens, that's there. So we don't know. But they could definitely make the top roster spicy. The bottom roster, they handle. It's in their hands, okay? And off of precedent, you clearly see the last banners that we just had were pretty crap. If you were to compare with, I didn't open it up, but look at Meliodas' banner. Look at how spicy that was. We had no bad units in that banner. You literally could not fail unless you had a character that you don't care for. Every character was either collection, getting dupes for that you couldn't get dupes prior to. They all were worth it. Everyone was worth it. There was not a single one that wasn't, right? But here, yeah, here, yeah, here. What was this? With this, was pretty good. And again, we did vote for this, which you can make that argument. But you have to put 2 and 2 together. There are 10 new characters that are released, and they all will get votes. Freya will get votes. Freyr will get votes. Tarmiel, Red Tarmiel will get votes. That's already 3 characters added in. You have both Chandler and Cusack, which people are already hyped up. It would have gone way better, right? So it does suck, but we'll see what happens. Maybe they put a good roster together, but just at least know that you're stepping into hell potentially. We'll see.